This is Shekels and Shamrocks with Jason Shapiro and Tim Duggan, talking about the markets, life, and everything in between. Yo.
What's up, mofo?
Not much, man. I saw Jason Shapiro got a new studio and I was like, fuck me, that's the top.
And it is the top.
Yeah, it's the top.
That's
Yeah, man.
okay. Nothing wrong with that. Something's got to fucking top this fucking market.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a fun day, I tell you, in intraday world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bought a bit of cable. What do you think? I mean, I know you're contrarian long dollar here, eh?
I'm not shit.
You're not shit. Okay.
I got nothing on. I can't do anything.
Taking a rare swing on cable. See what's happening with it. It's set up nicely. Like yesterday, actually. Um what's going anything doing?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Anything doing? Any scandal in Maine?
In Maine?
Sorry, Rhode Island. Rhode Island?
Not really.
Get the kitchen done. Get your
Kitchen's
knobs.
done.
Pay top dollar for the knobs.
Paid top dollar for the knobs.
Good, good, good.
What's happening with you? Where's my girl? I don't see her back there today.
Well, she's due to land in Chicago in a couple of hours, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Said she
She's actually landing in fucking
No,
Rhode
she
Island.
said she was leaving me for a bigger trader. I was
Yeah.
like, well, ain't nobody bigger, baby, unless it's the hero guy. And she said, well,
She'll be landing in Rhode Island any minute now.
said that's it. Leave, get on the plane. Um, yeah, she's going out to a wedding in Illinois. So yeah. Yeah. So it's home alone, daddy daycare here. Got no mother-in-law, no wife or nothing. It's just me and the kids. Gonna be mayhem. So yeah, I thought I'd check in with you. Um, because yeah, I think I watched your video you put out last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was couldn't agree more. It's just all the signs are there, but you got to see the price action, and this is certainly price action. What are you seeing today out of it?
The same shit, man. I think ever since that Palantir earnings thing, I think things have changed from that day on until proven otherwise, which so far they are not proven otherwise. We're taking
Sure.
out that fucking Sunday night low pretty soon here. I mean, that Monday night low,
I
which
actually
was,
just posted the Palantir monthly bar chart, 10% on the month already.
yeah, it's nothing, man. It's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
If the world made any fucking sense, this stock market would drop 80%. So that's all I'm saying. I know the world doesn't make sense, but like, I don't know. I was going through it last night. This country, this society is so fucked up that it should collapse.
Let it out. Let it out.
It's really the
In the
only fucking
circle of
answer.
trust, Terry. Let it out.
This entire society should fucking collapse. If the world made any sense, but when has the world ever made sense? I listened to these fucking people, man. I heard it during like when Trump won the election. All I
Yeah.
heard from the lefties was, "Oh, he only won because fucking people are stupid and because people are racist. That's why he won."
He won because the Democrats had a fucking
I understand,
bag
dude,
of
but that's all
spuds
they say. People
running
have no
for them.
ability to admit that they were fucking that they do something wrong. They only have the ability to fucking point the finger and blame people that disagree with them that they're
Well,
stupid. That's
you
all
know
I
what?
heard about. That's all I heard about Trump. He
You,
only
you,
won because the people that voted for him are stupid and racist. That's it. And
well, guess what?
now this commie wins in New York, and
Yeah.
that's all I hear from the Republicans. He only won because people are stupid and fucking racist. It's the same fucking thing. They say these people are all the same, and they can't even fucking see it. They're so People are so fucking stupid. And instead of trying to figure out why these people won, they just want to say, oh, it's because of stupid racist people. It's like the biggest fucking cop out. Like the Democrats, if they had half a fucking brain, you got to win, man, and so you better figure out why the other people are winning so you can combat it. But that's not what they spend their time doing. They just spend their time doing everyone's stupid, and it's the same fucking thing with this one now. They all fucking hate it. Oh, the guy's a socialist. The guy's a socialist. Blah 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 blah. Why don't you ask yourself why so many people are voting for fucking socialists, dude? You know,
Yeah, because people are sick of the fucking ball game. They're
I
sick
can't
of the
fucking.
fucking
I
ball game.
work all fucking day at some fucking 9 to 5 job, and I can't fucking make ends meet. Okay, so some guy fucking comes up there and says, "We're gonna fucking pay for everything." Hey, I got nothing to fucking lose, man. Fuck
Yeah.
it, I might as well vote for him. I got nothing to fucking lose. I ain't winning in this game, so I might as well
Not at a
fucking
14 grand a year healthcare premium. No
14
way.
grand a year.
Huh?
14 grand a year. My healthcare premium for my family's 35,000 a year, bro.
What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ.
That's an after-tax expense, mofo.
After tax. That's not a
Yes,
deductible.
it's an after-tax expense.
That's that just it just blows my mind. So
Okay, and that's like,
I actually responded to your tweet earlier saying, well, things are pretty good here in Europe, man. And apart from recent times, we're doing all right with healthcare. You know, like what it's like a new form of McCarthyism. People are so fucking afraid of socialism in the States. It's not funny. Like I'm only really realizing this over the last 5 to 10 years that basically they're conflating it with like communism, right? Why should I pay for the next guy's healthcare? Why should I pay for the next guy's crash fees? Why should I give a shit about the next guy?
well, that's exactly what it is, dude. That's exactly what it is. And I'm all
Well,
for capitalism. I'm all for capitalism. I'm all for free markets. But the truth is, that's not what we have here. We don't have that here. This is not capitalism anymore. This is crony socialism, dude. These fucking guys from
it's certainly not fucking democracy.
it's not democracy and
Come
it ain't
on.
capitalism, man. It just isn't. Those days are gone, and they can hide it and mask it however they want. But this guy from OpenAI saying the
Yeah,
government should backstop their fucking debt.
yeah, I saw that.
Like, what are you
Fucking
fucking kidding
insane.
me? So it's like they socialize losses. It's worse than socialism because they're socializing losses, but the gains all go to these fucking guys while
Yeah.
everybody else fucking starves. I mean, I went to this thing last night.
Oh, but it's national security, right? That he knows that all he has to say is, well, the network is a
No, that's
matter of
right. It's
national
national
security.
security. I
And
get it.
then,
That's
they in the
wonderful.
Pentagon fucking fat budget, they're like, oh well, actually, yeah, we need to backstop the network, secure the network as a matter of national security. That he's asking for that because you know what? He'll probably fucking get it.
Because he can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it, and it's fine. But like I said, they're nationalizing the
Yeah.
losses, the
Yeah.
downside, while these
Yeah.
guys get all the fucking upside. And at a time when the wealth gap is getting so fucking big
Yeah.
that people are voting for fucking a communist in New York. In New York City, people are voting for a communist Muslim. New York City
Oh,
is fucking
man. He's
Tiny
not
Town, for crying out
communist,
loud.
dude. He's not communist. It's
Whatever the
socialist.
fuck, dude. There's more Jews in New York City than there are in Israel.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, fine about the Jews, dude. But again, there you
All
you
I'm
you just
saying
did
is,
it.
how can that be? How can it be, dude?
But you just
Look around and
conflated.
figure out what it is. And it's
You just
because
you, you just
working
did exactly
families
what I
can't
said.
fucking put food on their table and they're sick of it.
I
That's
totally
all it
agree.
is.
I
That's
totally
all it
agree.
is.
Look, but you just conflated socialism with communism. He's a socialist, dude, not a communist.
All right, whatever. It's the same thing to us.
But it's not, you know.
Okay, he's a socialist. Fine, he's a socialist.
Let's boil it down. Let's boil it down.
I think it's the funniest thing in the world. Like, why can't people say that? A Muslim socialist, mayor of New York City. How and why does that happen? And don't tell me the answer is because, I hear from these people all the time. The answer is because, oh, well, because people are fucking stupid and they're anti Semites. Okay, again, they're just making the stupid and racism argument. It's such a weak argument.
No, because he's speaking to the electorate, man. That's pretty much why most people win.
That's right. And the truth is, he
on the
used the same
populist
exact
vote.
tactics as Donald Trump. So it's the same fucking thing. These people don't see it. They're all the
Speak to
same.
the electorate. It's not, in a populist vote, in a popular vote, voting by, okay, who got the most votes. Um, yeah, it's by speaking to, being a voice to the majority. The candidate who is the voice for the majority. Well, guess what? Guess who they're going to vote for, dude? You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Why is the majority voting for that? That's what you have to ask yourself.
because that's what the majority is. The majority is the people who
Are
see,
being
who
fucked.
feel what he's talking about.
That's
So,
correct.
so to kind of to be like saying, "Wow, this is just ridiculous," you're ignoring the situation, the status of what is, rather than your ideal. So you're
Exactly.
basically fighting the tide if you're like, "Well, no, this is bullshit." Yeah, but like the whole
You're
majority voted
fighting
for
the
it.
market. That's exactly what you're doing. You're fighting the market.
You're fighting the market.
And how does that work out?
Well, we all fucking know, man. We
So
all
that's what I'm
know.
saying. The stock market might as well go to fucking zero because this country is just
Exactly. And
fucked.
these Democrats, that's why they got run the fuck over by Trump.
That's
And the
right.
more they tried to catch him, the more it just fed against them. You know, the more they tried to
It's
put
the
him in
same
prison.
exact tactic. Trump and Mandami are the same exact fucking animal, dude. And people just can't even fucking see it. They're too fucking stupid, getting caught up in the minutia. And meanwhile, these fucking billionaires are just getting so fucking rich. Nobody can afford anything anymore. Nobody can afford a house. Nobody can afford anything, man. Working people, you have a husband and a wife that are working.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not fucking hedge fund managers. But maybe one's a teacher and one's a fucking cop or something like that, which you need teachers and cops. And
They should be the highest paid people in society, if you ask me.
and they can't afford to fucking put food on their table, man. That shit ain't
Like, yeah,
there's something
I
wrong.
it's
There's something
totally
wrong.
fucked. It's totally fucked. The Garda force here, the police here, the amount they get paid and their career prospects over the 30, 40-year career of earnings, it's fucked. The amount they earn. They should be like teachers, doctors, nurses, police force, firefighters. These should be the highest paid people in our society. But it's all arseways. It's completely arseways. They're not. They're like some of the lowest paid people in society. So you know what? You pay peanuts, you know? So, I mean, look,
So
we're
anyway, there
railing,
it is. I'm sick of it, and you know,
we're
it's
railing against this stuff in a world where Farcoin was up, you know, 60%. Like what's the float on Farcoin? I mean, really?
yeah,
It's just like everything is upside down.
it is.
Like it said in Taxi Driver, the rain's gonna come and wash these streets, man. The rain's gonna come.
I hope so. I'm waiting. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I got mine. I put mine away.
What you put away? What do you
I put away what I need to fucking put away, man. So fuck it. At this point, let's just blow it up.
Okay. You buried the gold in the back garden?
Yes.
Good man. I'll,
Let's
I'll
just
be
let's just
around with a
blow this
mini
shit
digger
up, man.
tomorrow.
I'm ready to go already. I'm fucking tired of it. It's just taking too long. Let's go.
But, something I learned from talking to you very early on in the days pre-Trump election was a pre-Trump election? Yeah, was that you had said to me, people basically people talk about a big talk, but their desire to actually get up off of their couch or get up off of their desk from their computer and rather than tweet about it, actually do something is very low, you
Ain't
know.
doing shit.
But people ain't doing shit, you know.
Well, they did
Oh,
shit fucking yesterday because they voted this guy in to be the fucking mayor. So they did shit. They stood up and
well,
made
I
their
would say
point.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, they made their point. I keep saying this to my friends. My friends are all calling me socialist. I'm like, dude, I'm not saying that I believe in the policies. I'm saying you better understand why fucking people are voting for it. My buddy is my one of my best friends from growing up is a multi fucking millionaire real estate developer in New York City. And he's like, these are the people who don't approve of any real estate developments. and then they bitch and moan that there isn't enough fucking housing available. I'm like, okay, I get that, and you get that, and I'm not saying that that's not true. But what I'm saying is the guy won, okay? And that's what you got to
Yeah.
figure out. It's just like I said to all the Democrats that were crying when Trump won. I'm like, you no matter, it doesn't matter what you say. You have to figure out how to
Right.
win.
Right.
Otherwise,
Right.
what
Yeah.
you're saying is fucking useless.
He's ignoring the signal. You know,
Right? You can
signal
bitch and
and the
moan all
noise,
you
right?
want, but
Yeah.
that's not going to get you into fuck. That's not going to get you to win the election. You better understand the people that are voting. And like my buddy, he doesn't understand. I'm like, of course you don't understand. You don't give a fuck because your kids are never going to have to worry about these things. And you just go up to your fucking mansion in the fucking Hamptons. You don't give a flying fuck, right? And I'm not
Yeah.
taking it away from him. His family, when we were kids, were poor, and they got into business and they did shit, and they ended up making a fucking shitload of money. I don't think they didn't do anything illegal. I'm not against people trying to make money. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
but
I don't think anyone is, man.
no, that's right. But it gets to a point, you know, where I think it's actually it's probably the natural thing. Over enough time, the rich keep getting richer because they're the ones with the money. They get to invest in the assets. The assets are what make them money. They crowd out the poor people who can't afford any assets. They stay poor. They get richer, and eventually there has to be some kind of fight back. That's how democracy should work, right? Eventually, when the majority is getting fucked and only the minority is winning, then the majority can stand up and fucking vote him out and vote in a fucking a socialist. And that's exactly what happened. People are like, "Oh, you're
I
a
think
socialist." I'm like, dude, I'm not a socialist. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not saying I support it. I'm not
I
saying.
would say right back to those people, listen, don't confuse socialism with communism, dude. This isn't Soviet fucking Russia, right? You know,
I don't think
it's a
you look
step
at what I
towards
put on.
Europe,
I
not
put a
Soviet
fucking
Russia.
thing on Twitter about. I put a thing on Twitter. I said that. I said the rich get richer, the poor get poor, and then the poor vote in socialists. What don't you fucking understand? Go look
Yeah.
at the comments on there. No one hears what I'm fucking saying. They're all, you get all the fucking Trumpies. Well, the poor are getting poorer because fucking, because Biden, printed money and that caused inflation. I'm like, fuck. I don't even
Yeah.
answer. I'm like, God, you people just can't get it out of your mind. You can't put the blame game out of your fucking mind. I don't care. First of all, that's a ridiculous statement anyway, because this has been going on for, decades and decades, not just 4 years, right? But
No, it's gone on forever, dude. What are
they
you
just
talking about?
can't put the blame game out of their fucking minds. So and that's all they want to be able to do, and that is not going to solve any fucking problems. All that does is create a bigger divide, and it's never going to get solved until there's a fucking war. So let's get it over with already, man. I've been saying it for ever since I've known you. I feel like we're getting closer and closer.
Does it? Really?
I hope so.
I mean, I don't think I'd have the breadth of perspective of it that you would. I mean, obviously, I'm not American
I mean,
either.
I don't really know how it can, can it actually go down? I don't know, how theoretically it just went down in one way, and that they did it by voting, right?
Are you talking market wise here?
No, I'm talking about election wise. They did it by
Election way,
voting,
yeah.
but what uh, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know
I,
how it solves. It probably takes a lot longer than I would want it to take. These things probably take decades to finally.
I think you're talking generations. Like
Yeah,
I totally agree with everything you're saying, dude. Like that's what I see as well. Like people ignore clear signal just, but they get caught up in this divisive noise, right? You know, people are so fucking entrenched now. You know, like I just posted like a bearish chart on Bitcoin, and then some fuck comes out of somewhere on Twitter and he's just like, "Oh, you fucking da." And
oh yeah, you can't be bearish
I'm
on
like,
Bitcoin. You
whatever,
can't.
man.
You
And he's
can't be
like,
bearish
I
on
don't
Bitcoin
even
in
fucking
public,
know
dude, or you
what
get
Jason
fucking
Shapiro
railed.
sees in talking to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, it's
Look,
like,
I can even, this, this
I'm like,
sounds
what
like
the fuck is
this
going
sounds a
on?
little self-promoting, but I
Yeah,
can even look at it this way, dude. I look at this whole fucking CMR thing that I got, right? Here I am, $150 a month to join this thing, all right? You
yeah,
go back and go look at my videos, go look at the things I've talked about with you. I'm giving real fucking market advice, dude. Coming from a guy who has real fucking returns. All right.
Sure.
Really, nobody has. All right. Now, I'm not saying Druckenmiller's returns aren't better than mine. They're actually not on a return to risk basis, but in fairness, he manages billions of dollars.
Peace. Yeah.
I'm not saying I could do what he does with billions of dollars, right? It's a lot easier with a smaller amount of money.
We used to
But all I'm
trade a
saying is
totally
I
different
have a
way, man.
proven fucking track record that'll blow away anybody you fucking meet. Okay? I'm
Yeah.
giving honest advice. I don't need your fucking money. I'm not doing this for your money. Okay? I can show you my fucking bank account if you want, right? I'm never going to need your fucking money. All right? And yet, while we have signed up some good people, um, it doesn't appeal to the masses.
No, but you know what appeals to the masses, man,
Yeah,
is like,
stupidity.
hey, I got 30K. I want to make 5x this in the
No,
next
right.
three
I get
months
it.
because that's
Stupidity.
what YouTube says. And then they go,
Stupidity.
right, I'm in
So that's
CMR.
my point. Stupidity appeals to the masses, not real shit. Okay.
Come on. They're like, hey,
So
if
so
I'm
there
not,
we have it.
that's all they want. They want to get in, get the quick burn, master something that takes a lifetime to fucking,
Right.
get your arms around. And it doesn't work out, and they're like, well, fuck this shit, this is bullshit. I got burned for a couple of $100 on CMR or with Tim's fucking thing or whatever, so I'm done. They're not committed at all. They're not committed at all, man. They just want to churn and burn, and when it doesn't work out,
Yeah, I'm
you
starting to
know
see it on Twitter now.
they go back to
All these
McDonald's or
people give it
whatever.
up. Oh, I got burned. I lost fucking 90% of my account. I'm fucking done. Da, 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 da. I'm like,
Have you seen some of the crypto people talking up their losses? It's
yeah.
like fucking horrendous shit going on, or by the looks of it. But like
Well, wait
these
until the
people out
stock
there,
market goes down. Then we're going to have it there too. It's inevitable that all these fucking people blow out. That's inevitable. Okay. I swear, if I could sign up now, and this is what I've always said about like the CMR thing. I'm like, we shouldn't even allow people on there that haven't blown out once because they won't get it until they've blown out. But
yeah,
once they blow out, they're not going to want to be around anyway. But I've always said that to people. I said, look, man, if that's what you want to do, go join all these other fucking sites. Have fun. Don't join
uh,
my site. I don't
dude,
need
with
you.
with our intraday stuff, right? We I've had a couple of people come in there. I'm like, yeah, could you come in the room for free for whatever, a month or a week or whatever, and just we try at a very specific edge. We all look at it the same way, similar to your stuff. And they're like, okay. And then they come in, they're like, no one's chatting. I'm like, well, what do you want to chat about? And they're like, well, no one's talking about this and that or whatever. And I'm like, well, we have the real-time squawk feed from like that's very well respected stuff, and we're listening to that. I'll go through the markets, what we're looking at for the day, what's setting up, what's maybe not setting up. But they're like, yeah, yeah, but no one's chatting. I'm like, oh, dude, like unless there's a market in play or a setup, there's nothing to talk about. And they're like, yeah, it's pretty shit. I think I want to go in another room where they're like chitty chatting
Yeah.
and where they're swapping charts and talking about bullshit all day long. And they're not talking about anything meaningfully like money generating.
People are lonely, man.
People
I
are
think
here
it's
for
all
the
about their
fix, not for
motivation,
not
right?
for the long haul, dude.
The motivation is maybe not, they think it is and they say it is, but the main motivation is probably not really to make money.
No.
Because if it was, they'd be doing it a hell of a lot differently. Um, the motivation is to be involved, have some friends, get involved, talk the game.
There's a
I
lot of yeah.
specifically, I specifically, one of the main reasons I specifically was writing my newsletter for myself for 20 fucking years before anybody saw it was just so that I could put all that shit down on paper and get it out of my mind so that I didn't have to trade off of it. It was like it was an exercise in discipline, right? I like to talk macroeconomics and talk this and talk politics and talk that, but it has nothing to do with fucking trading. So I would write it all down just to get it out of my fucking system on the weekend, and I still kind of do that. But
Okay.
but
But
because
it's like a
people enjoy that, they enjoy talking about this shit. It's a fascinating subject, and they want
yeah.
people want to believe that there is there's rhyme and reason behind what happens, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They always
sure.
want to
Yeah.
believe that, right? They want to believe that things make sense, right? Just like I want to believe that things
You
fucking
want
make
to believe
sense.
that there's some correlation somewhere to something.
Yes, I want to believe things make sense too, but I'm well aware that they fucking don't because people don't make sense. You know?
446 price to earnings ratio on Palantir. Make that make sense.
Yeah.
Make that 400 years odd to fucking no, it doesn't really. Yeah. But to come back to where we were there about like the political shit, people stay divisive because there is the narrative being pushed out there for both sides all the time. And that narrative keeps people apart more so than it brings them into a conversation with each other. You saw that with the Trump first election, it was so fucking divisive. I had people who work in like Facebook being like, after that election, when Trump won, they were like, holy shit, they all just realized that their social feeds were bubbleized to having them think one way versus seeing what the other person's views were and this and that and the other. And I think that is stronger now than it's ever been. The way that media just maintains this divisive separation between the people who voted for Mondani and the people who didn't. And I think it serves a lot of masters for it to stay that way.
I'm only, in fairness, aware of this. I was born lucky, luckier than most, you know,
Yeah,
being born a white man in America. It's a pretty lucky place. Of all the places you could have been born in the world and all the people you could have been,
I could have been in Ireland
a
though. You
white
have to
man in
look back.
America is not a bad place to start,
Ireland would have been better, but
All
so
right, well, you know what I'm saying.
so
And
sad.
and my family was, I'm not going to say my mom and dad were rich, but we didn't have a problem, It was all upper middle class shit, you know.
Yeah,
And I grew up amongst all that, and so I was pretty sheltered from the world. And then you go in Wall Street, and it's like, $500,000 a year in Wall Street is like, not very good pay. So, but then I spend time with the people here that are my wife's family and my wife's friends and my wife's coworkers, and I see what they're going through. And these are not, it's not like they're lazy people. You know what I mean? They're just not, like I say, they're teachers and cops and, people like that. And they're struggling, man. They're
yeah.
struggling big time, like I've never heard of. They are fucking struggling. These are not poor people. These are not unemployed people. These are not homeless people. These are not drug addicts. These are not, any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't have, I'm not going to say sympathy. I have sympathy, but I don't think that those people should necessarily reap the rewards of society, right? If you're not working and you're addicted to drugs and all that, well, then you're not going to. I get that, right? But these are people that are working. Um, and these are people that are not doing drugs and
Where
not.
does it end though? Like, I mean,
I think
how
it
does it
ends
get
right.
better? That's
I
what
think
I
it
want to
ends
know.
right fucking here, man.
Where is the change going to come from? Because I don't see this wealth
It's
gap
got to get worse
divide.
before it can get better.
Yeah, I don't see this wealth gap getting any better in any part of the world anytime
No,
soon. I'd see it getting way more divided.
I think the mathematics of it guarantee that that has to happen. It always has, right? At
Yeah.
some point, it breaks. I don't know what that point is, but
Well, now we're
clearly,
getting into the Dalio sort of situations, right? You know.
yeah. I mean, Dalio doesn't have it wrong. The timing is the hard part. The inevitability of the
Yeah.
path, I think, is there. It's the timing that's the hard part, right?
Well, we're in the fourth turning now, buddy.
Yeah. So
So
whatever. Fuck them
maybe
all,
this
man.
is it.
Fuck them all. I'm
Maybe it's the
safe
big
up
one.
here. It should be. Frankly, it really should be because it's fucking stupid already.
It is. It is really. I, I just don't see it getting any better anytime soon. I mean, yeah, Mandani. That's a pretty. Well, the thing about Mandani is, he's the best thing that the Democrats have now. I mean, what? Show me what else they got. I'd say I would be willing to put a couple of shekels on Mandani 2 more cycles, president-elect, max 2 cycles.
They might not even wait 2 cycles, brother.
They might not even wait. Yeah, he might go straight on the next. When's the next cycle? Like 2 years, 5, 6, 28, is it? Or 20? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Well, all
Yeah,
that matters.
28. 28, man. 28.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
mean,
think.
it's going to depend, That's going to depend on, if New York completely shits the fucking bed. And
Well, no, or else General Trump goes for a third term.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think General Trump's going to have fucking problems if shit don't turn around because
He's Teflon, man. He's the Teflon president.
I'm not sure that he is. I'm really not sure that he is.
Well, so far,
He
nothing's
won
sticking.
he won a lot of the blue collar vote, man. And and from what I can tell, he's turned his back on blue collar people. So let's see if I understand that they hate fucking Democrats and they hate wokeness and they hate all that shit, but I'll tell you what they're also gonna fucking hate. Not being able to fucking afford to go to the fucking hospital when they're fucking sick.
Yeah,
They're gonna hate that too, you know?
yeah.
So I don't know, I don't know, but I
Well,
just I just think it's bad.
well,
I
what
don't
he
think
could
it's
do
bad.
to
I think
secure the
society is
next,
bad.
what he could do to secure the next phase is go to war. The likelihood of voting out a leader during wartime goes incredibly low.
Yeah,
If he goes sends troops in on the ground in Nigeria, which he talked about yesterday,
yeah.
it goes into Venezuela.
Those aren't fucking wars, dude. Ain't no war. The U.S. against Nigeria. You think that's a war? That's like the
No, that's a
Falkland fucking
proxy.
Islands, man.
That's a proxy war against Russia, man. Russia is backing Niger, which is next door. So
Yeah,
last year, the French tried to buy off the Nigerian president to go in and sort out the uprising in Niger next door. They went in and they failed. And you could see the day that the Nigerian troops pressed out, sorry, the Niger troops pressed out the Nigerians, the people in the streets in Niger were running around waving Russian flags.
nice.
So US going into Nigeria is just another proxy for putting it up against the the Ruskies.
Yeah. Does anybody really give a fuck about it about Africa?
I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that it's not it's not US
I mean, I don't
moving.
mean that mean. I mean that fucking. I mean, does anyone really give a shit? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
No,
It's above my head. All I know is something is very fucking wrong with this society. That's really all I
totally.
know.
Yeah, it is completely. Well, glad we sorted out the world problems. Somebody
Yeah.
had to do it.
Yeah.
Glad
Right.
we stepped into the fray there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you think they're gonna buy this dip?
Yeah. They buy all the dips. That's what they do, man. The
Or
more it dips, the closer we are to just more fucking stimulus. So,
yeah, that's true.
to me, it doesn't end.
Oh, here they are
Doesn't
smiling.
end until stimulus fails, and then it ends ugly.
Here they are bringing down the weight loss drug pricing. All smiles from the White House. All smiles. What is this? Who makes
These
this?
people don't get fucking. They keep putting charts on my thing on Twitter showing that the poor are not getting the poor are getting richer, and the rich are getting richer. They don't understand that wealth is a relative thing. If the rich are getting richer at a faster pace than
Right.
the poor,
Yeah.
then the poor are getting poor. Wealth is relative,
Yeah. Well, even
not
at the same
absolute. It's
rate,
relative.
it's
If you have $1 million,
right.
50 years ago, you were rich, You have $1 million now, and $1 million don't buy a shit. $1 million don't mean fucking jack shit. Like wealth
Right.
is a relative thing, not an absolute thing.
Man,
For some reason,
well,
these people
obviously those
don't
people don't
understand that either. I'm
understand.
not even commenting back to these people because it's such a silly argument, but
Well,
it's just
they're
funny
kind
to
of
read
showing
these
that they don't
comments and how
understand
fucking
compound
dumb people
inflation
are.
and relative earnings. Yeah. Well, just a gentle reminder, we are
Wait,
about
I
to hit
can't hear
our
you. You blocked out, bro.
blocked out.
No, I'm just looking at your lips moving. It's kind of like I feel like I'm your wife now. I see your lips moving, but I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, that sounds about
Oh
right.
shit.
Can you hear
What a
me? Can
fucking
you see me?
movie. Do.
All right.
I don't know, dude. I'm not hearing anything you're saying, so I don't know if your mic.
So
Oh, there you
let's.
go. I just heard
All right.
something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, we are available for kids' parties, holidays, whatever you need. We'll come and talk,
Okay.
lift the mood.
Cheer
Um,
up your children.
yeah, I think they might sell it down a wee bit more. Not, well, I don't know. Look, I don't fucking care, man. I just come out here and shoot at at something good looking. That's basically what I do. And like one of the best traders in our room, you can talk to him any day of the week. He's done 8x his portfolio this year, right? And you ask him any day of the week, pre-market, what's the plan? He'd be like, I don't know until it opens. I don't know.
Mhm.
So you can talk all the macro that you want, but at the end of the day, people out here making returns who don't give a shit about the macro.
Yes, I'm one of them. Fun to talk about, useless to fucking make money off of.
Yeah. That's why the VWAP report now, I only do charts and what I see is happening on the price action. That's it. I'm done writing paragraphs about the macro and this and that and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it gets a little fucking boring.
It
It
is, and
gets
you're
a
just
little
part of
boring
the
when you
noise.
know it ain't fucking, when you know it has nothing to do with making money.
Yeah. All right. We know pints tonight. Gonna go and pick up the kids.
All right, well, I'm heading off to the airport.
Where are you heading?
Direct flight to Chicago.
I'm gonna have an Irish hit squad waiting at the airport. I'll be like, keep an eye out for a crafty Jewish looking guy.
I mean, the truth is, if what your wife was looking to do is be with me, then maybe you should put the hit squad out for her because
Oh, they'll have
she's
two bullets in
clearly
the chamber. Don't you worry.
she's clearly got some serious fucking issues if that's what she's trying to do. I
Exactly.
always say that to my wife every time I go somewhere. She's like, "Are you gonna da da da?" I'm like, how many fucking women are out there looking for fucking this 58 fucking year old fucking fat hairy fucking bald fucking Jew boy from Rhode Island? Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
There really is some sick people out there, man. You wouldn't believe.
I guess, but that's if they can't do any better than this, then then they need to be shot.
When are we gonna get COT data, man? When?
Never, it's over.
It's totally over, man. Hey, can I just say to you, I did about two phone calls this week talking to ICE about data. They were like, yeah, if we do the CFTC data when it's available, and we do ICE EU COT. I was like, okay, and we charge for that. I was like, oh, so you're charging for the free CFTC data, and then you charge for your COT data. And they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna say how much they wanted, but I was just like, total jokers, man.
Why aren't you gonna say?
Okay, they wanted $1,100 a month for the FTC data, which is free and public on an API, and then their COT data, which is available free on a CSV file. I'm like, just give me
And
the
who is
API for
this that
free.
wanted the money?
$1,100 a month.
Who? Who?
ICE, ICE
I don't
EU, ICE
understand. It's
data
free
service
on it's free on their website, but they want to charge you. I don't understand.
for the API. If to use the API key to call from your server onto theirs, from your server app, you build an app for it to call it, or call the data.
Right?
But I'm like, listen, if okay, so you're talking about what, 2.5 grand a year, or sorry, 2,500 a year, what, 25,000 a year. You know what?
11
Maybe
eleven
we could
hundred
just,
times 12.
well, whatever the amount is, maybe I could just use that money and build like a super slick CSV data scraper for a fraction of the money. I didn't say
Uh,
that to them.
I still
Just
don't
that.
understand how they're charging, and yet they're also giving it away for free. I don't
I
get
know.
that.
I don't get it either. I don't get it either, man. It blows my
Why
mind
would anybody pay if you could just get it for free? I don't understand.
because it's the automatic API call. Your system will just automatically pull the data like instantly when it's available
It does
and
that anyway.
sort, sorts it onto your system.
Doesn't
Well,
it do that
yeah, if you
anyway?
build it. if you build a CSV data scraping tool, yeah, sure, which is what we're going to do because we're not paying $1,100 a month
It's
for
not that, I don't think it's that hard to do that.
it's not. It's not, but it's just a little bit more convenient.
Yeah,
So,
it ain't $1,000 a month more convenient.
no, exactly. So I was kind of a bit blown away by that. But yeah,
Probably pay someone to build you a fucking thing that'll do it for you for $1,000.
exactly. Exactly. One of the guys on the data team was like, you know what, we really should offer it free. And I was like, thank you. But obviously his word didn't carry enough water in there. So that's my gripe. Got no CFTC data. Never going to see it again. So if we never get CFTC data again, that means no Jason trades. You're not going to trade?
Nope.
Yeah.
Will
Oh,
finally give me reason to retire.
yeah. Put yourself out to pasture.
Yep.
Then Croy is calling. Or no, where are you looking at now for retirement?
I don't know. France? I don't know.
Oh yeah, France. That'd be nice. I think France would suit you. They're kind of grumpy out there.
Yeah.
All right, listen, keep it tight. We'll talk to you later, man.
All right, bro. Talk to you
And
soon.
Megan. Cheers.
All right.